What is going on? Welcome to another TubeBuddy live stream. My name is Nimmin, and if you are watching this on the replay, and this is your first time on the TubeBuddy channel, and you want to learn how to grow your channel and all types of different tips and tactics and things that you can do to really get results here on YouTube, in addition to learning how to use the TubeBuddy tool, make sure that you go ahead and smash that subscribe button right now so you don't miss anything, and make sure that you hit the bell notification as well, because on the channel here, they have all types of other YouTube content creators and YouTube help folks like myself that come on here and basically share things that we learn from our experience and things that we learn from working with clients and things that we learn from YouTube to help you grow your channel as well. So before we get started, really quick, I want to go ahead and just jump into the chat, and I want to say what's up to Andrew Can, who is moderating the chat today. I also want to say, Andrew, man, it was awesome hanging out with you in Vid Summit. I get to spend a lot of time with Andrew at Vid Summit. He is an awesome dude. So I just wanted to say thanks, Andrew, man. It was awesome hanging out with you. I also want to say what's going on to Doug Hewson. I want to say what is going on to Bimmer TV, Alian Alai, Creator Fundamentals in the house, Mr. Buzzer HD. What is going on, everybody? Do me a favor right now, go ahead and share this video out into any YouTube community that you happen to know of, or just grab 2 YouTuber friends, share this video out to them right now, and tell them that they need to come in and watch this, because we're talking about how to turn viewers into subscribers and fans, and I know a lot of people have trouble with this, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share the tactics that I have learned or that I've applied to my channel personally to grow over 90,000 subscribers in the last 12 months. So go ahead and share this out right now. And if you're watching this on the replay, then we are just going to go ahead and get into it. Yuli Armstrong in the house. What is going on? Nice to see you in here. Stroke TV as well. So like I said a second ago, the topic of today is how to turn viewers into subscribers and fans. Now, of course, the very first thing on this list is you want to make sure that you add value. Now, that sounds kind of cliche, but let me tell you something. It works like a charm. If you're doing something to add value to the people that are watching your videos, it is going to expedite the growth and the results that you're having here on YouTube. It's extremely important that you're adding value of some kind. But what does that even mean? Right? When you're adding value, what does it even mean to actually add value to somebody else from people that are watching your videos? One way that I want you to think about this is I want you to think of it as Beauty in Cheryl's World said that she is a new Star license user. Awesome. You are going to love the tool. You are going to love TubeBuddy. So welcome to the party for that. But one thing that you want to think of when it comes to actually adding value is you want to think of your channel as a service. That's the best way that you can think. How can I add value to these other people? You want to think of your video as a service. Say, okay, if my channel is a service, what service am I actually providing on my channel? Am I solving problems for people? Am I teaching people stuff? Am I inspiring people? Am I motivating people? Am I entertaining people? Am I informing people? Am I just keeping them up to date on what is going on in a particular industry every week? Like, what is it? Define what it is. We have I Am What I Am in here saying that they have a spiritual channel. So the service that they are providing, I'm assuming, is some type of, spiritual or insightful type of content that also adds value to people's lives. So the best way that you can try to get into how to add value is to think about your channel as a service more than just as a YouTube channel. Now, another way that you can turn viewers into subscribers and fans is through the simple process of repetition. Now, this one sounds a little bit crazy, but bear with me here. The reason that repetition is so powerful is because we connect with repetition. As human beings, our brains, we connect with things that are comfortable to us, right? So the idea with repetition is that you want people, and I'll go back to that slide right here in a second, but the idea with repetition is you want people to come to your channel and know what to expect. You want them to watch your videos and know what to expect, right? Because you're going to have people that come in, they see your stuff, and they subscribe right away. They're on board. They're hooked, right? The people that I'm talking about are the people that have watched a few videos. You haven't really got them yet, but you know, maybe they're binge watching some of your content or something like that, and they're still on the fence trying to make that decision on if they should actually subscribe to your channel right now. This is where the repetition part comes in. They watch video 1. They see that you say these particular things, that you do these particular things. Your videos are structured in this particular way, right? They watch number 2. They see that you say this particular thing, that your videos are structured in this particular way, that you're doing these particular things, right? You're starting to create and generate that comfort for people. Now, when they actually come back, right? Because this conversation right now, we're talking about turning viewers into subscribers and fans, right? Because there's a difference. There's somebody that's going to subscribe to your channel, and there is somebody that is going to watch every video that you put out because they're a fan. There's going to be somebody that's going to follow you on all of your social media outlets because they are a fan, because they like what it is that you're doing. They like what it is that you're doing for them. They like the information that you're sharing and show on. They like the value that you're adding to them because they are a fan, right? So the whole repetition side of things that I'm talking about right now, one is it really, think of it like an old comfortable chair, right? You have that one chair that you just love. You know, it might be at a restaurant or a coffee shop or something like that, but you have that one chair. And, you know, when you go there, if somebody's in that chair, you're kind of like, man, you know, I kind of wanted to sit in that chair. But you always look forward to, when you're going to that particular coffee shop, you look forward to sitting in that particular chair and enjoying your coffee. Maybe it's because of the view that you get to see all the time or something like that. But the idea is the comfort, the repeating pattern of going and sitting in that chair because you enjoy it, you know, and the experience that you get from that. But a bigger view of this is if you think about talk shows and you think about, or not talk shows, but TV shows, and you think about how they actually structure the TV show, right? They have their little theme song at the beginning. So when the theme song comes on, it's like, oh yeah, I can kind of sing along to this, right? They have the particular characters that do their particular thing all the time. And you say, okay, well, Kramer's going to walk in the room. When he walks in the room, most likely he's going to do something like this, right? So you can start to identify what is happening in these different TV shows, and you can start to connect with the different characters and the different places that they happen to go to and things like that, because it's repetitive, because they are pulling you in to be a part of what is going on in those shows. So that repetition can be extremely powerful. Now, you can use repetition via the things that you say, right? The things that you say can be repetitive. If there's always a way that you start your videos, there's always something that you reference or something like that, then that can be something that you say. Things that you do in your videos can also be repetitive. If you have a particular thing that you go through, you have a routine that you go through in a lot of your videos, all of your videos on a regular basis or whatever, to where your viewers can start to connect with that and say, oh, okay, well, hey, they're going to get up. Let's say you have a comedy channel and you always have this one person that comes to the door, right? And they say, oh, okay, there's a knock at the door. And then your regular subscribers that you're in the process of converting to fans, those people are going to say, oh, I bet it's that guy that's knocking at the door right now. Right? So by different things that you do in your videos, you can also create that repetition. The video structure and format is also part of repetition. It's something that your viewers can get comfortable with. The look and feel of your content, you know, having that all repetitive, your thumbnail style, your overall branding, your messaging, your belief system that you share with your audience, all of that stuff, making all of that repetitive so that you are like that old chair, so that you are something that your viewers can depend on and connect with to feel comfortable, right? That's what it really comes down to. Now, of course, in addition to that, to actually convert them to subscribers in the first place, you want to make sure that you're asking people to subscribe, ask people to get involved. And with that said, if you have not given this video a thumbs up yet, make sure that you go ahead and do it. And if you have not shared this out, pick two YouTuber friends right now and share this video with those 2 YouTuber friends and say, hey, you know, come in here and watch this, because this guy is teaching us how to turn viewers into subscribers and fans right now. And this is something that all YouTubers can use. So go ahead and get those shares out there right now. So as far as asking people to subscribe, and to get involved. Now, there's a couple of things with this that I see a lot of people, because I give this information a lot on my channel as well, as far as the making sure that you're asking for subscribers. And one thing that people are doing wrong is when I go to their channels and I watch their videos, they'll say, okay, well, we'll just say the video just opened up, right? Video just started. And they say, okay, well, this is what my video is going to be about. Make sure you subscribe, right? But they're not doing anything for the viewer themselves. They're not telling the viewer what they can expect. They're not telling the viewer anything about the content itself or anything that they are, any of the value that they're actually going to be giving to the viewer. They're pretty much just starting the video and telling people to subscribe, but it's a hollow request. And what I mean by that is, what's up, Hammer Channel? Nice to see you in here, man. It's a hollow request, and the way that you can really turn up your viewer to subscribe ratio and your success ratio when you're actually telling people to subscribe to your channel is, instead of telling them, hey, make sure you subscribe to my channel, fill in the blank of why they should subscribe to your channel. This is imperative. It's extremely important. And when you structure this correctly, it can make a humongous difference on your conversion rate for getting subscribers. So the way to do this is, instead of saying, okay, well, hey, if you, welcome to the video, this is what we're talking about today, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment. Instead of doing it that way, what you want to do is you want to say, on my channel, these are the type of videos that I make. If that's something that you're interested in, make sure you subscribe and click the bell so that you don't miss anything, right? So basically what it is you're basically saying, this is the value that I'm going to provide to you, and all you have to do to get that value is to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, and then that way when I upload a new video, you're going to be notified about it. So I'm going to get the gain of you as a viewer. You're going to get the gain of whatever benefit it is that I'm giving you as well. So making sure that you're structuring that request correctly is extremely important. Same exact thing goes for comments and likes and all that stuff as well. Likes not as much, but comments definitely. If you can tell people, and this is part of, hey, thanks Heidi, I appreciate it. If you can hear in my voice, in my nasal, that I'm still a little but I'm close. But yeah, you can really do the same thing with your comments too, as far as just making sure that you're leading them into the comment by asking a question instead of just telling people to leave a comment. That's a bonus tip for you. Another thing that is extremely important, especially if you're trying to get a channel off of the ground, is to answer comments on your videos. A heart is not enough. You have to answer comments in your videos. And the reason for this is, if you're trying to convert viewers into subscribers, you're trying to convert subscribers into fans, then that interaction is absolutely imperative. It's extremely important. And the reason for that is because all of us as human beings, we all want to be recognized. We all want to be included. We all want to be a part of something and all of that. When people are leaving comments on your channel, it's extremely important that you let them know that their comment is appreciated, right? Of course, if it's like a hi, feel free to just say hey, right? Or something like that. But if somebody leaves like a real comment on your channel, take the time and leave a real comment back, right? Take the time and interact with your community. That's how you actually start generating that community in the first place, is you interact, you become a part of your own community, right? And you do that by interacting with the people that are watching your videos via the comments. The next tip for turning viewers into subscribers and subscribers into fan is go to your audience, right? Go to your audience and be a part of the community. And what I mean by that is, let me actually get my slide queued up here. What I mean by that is, when it comes to going to your audience, how do you go to your audience? You go to your audience by actually going and watching videos of some of the people that are subscribed to your YouTube channel. Now, of course, as your channel grows, maybe even if you have a small channel, you're not going to be able to pull this off as frequently as maybe you would like to. But when you start noticing, hey, people are like, this particular person like they seem to be commenting a lot, or this particular person seems to be watching a lot of my videos, or this particular person seems to be sharing my stuff on Twitter a lot, or something like that. Go see what it is they're doing, right? You might actually end up being a subscriber and a fan of theirs as well, right? But go see what it is that they're doing. Leave a comment on their videos, react to their Facebook posts, follow them back on Twitter, follow and like their stuff on Instagram, right? This whole thing is a social monster, right? Everything it is that we're doing here on YouTube, everything involved with creating an audience, with turning viewers into subscribers and fans, all of that, it's a social animal, and we have to be a part of it. We have to plug into the social aspect of it. Now, sending messages via social is also important if you can find the time or the place to actually do that. So here's a story for you. So a friend of mine, and I'm not going to put the people out there, but a friend of mine, he was actually uploading some Snapchat videos, and he had a humongous YouTuber send like a snap message back to him, right? So like this YouTuber and his wife, they were out doing, whatever it was that they were doing, and they happened to see that he had his Snapchat or whatever, that he had just made an update. It was either a Snapchat or a Facebook thing, or a Facebook Live, or not Facebook Live, but a Facebook story, one of the two, or Instagram story, something along those lines, one of those platforms. But anyway, so he saw it, and him and his wife actually recorded a video and said, hey, I just wanted to let you know, they introduced themselves. They weren't arrogant, right? They introduced themselves, said, hey, we are, X and X, and we just wanted to let you know that that we love your stuff, and we think that you're doing awesome, and keep at it. Thanks for making thanks for making whatever it is that you're making. And that message made my friend's day. And it started like a little buzz conversation around our group, because it was such a big deal, because of the size or level of this particular YouTuber. So it was a pretty cool experience for him, and because of that, this particular YouTuber now has a fan forever. He's got me sitting here on the TubeBuddy channel talking about it, which, like I said, I'm not going to drop a name, but he's got me sitting here on the channel talking about it. In our friend group, it's something that's brought up from time to time, as far as how we need to be interacting with our communities and so on. So it's extremely important that you do have that interaction as much as you possibly can. The next thing that you can do is, and this one's kind of simple, right? This one sounds easy, right? Mentioning your viewers in your videos, right? This right here, this whole thing right here, mentioning viewers in your videos. Now, this sounds crazy, but people absolutely love it. If you're doing live streams, you can take this up a whole other notch by, you can take this up a whole other notch by shouting people out in live streams, mentioning everybody in the live streams. Red Rocket resells. What is going on? Nice to see you. Just like that, as an example, right? Like it's the inclusion thing again that I was talking about before, right? Like as people that are putting content out there, right? When people are interacting with us, it's extremely important that, even though there's, the computer monitors, Container Acre, what's up, the computer monitors, that are separating us from the real world and all that stuff, it's important that we get beyond that, and that we interact with people in the comments and social and Facebook messages and DMs on Instagram and DMs on Twitter and everywhere else. Doing that can really solidify your audience of subscribers and fans. Next up on the list, and this is going to sound a little crazy, but stand for something, right? And the reason this is important is because if you stand for something, it's also a way to identify the people that are watching your videos. It's a way for them to identify that you're one of them, or that they are one of you. You know what I mean? That they are getting in where they fit in, so to speak. So let's say, as an example, let's say that you are, what's a good example I can give for this? Let's say you're a diehard Apple fan, right? Or let's say that you're a diehard Android fan. Making that apparent in your content will cause a connection between people that are also diehard fans. If you look back here, right, you see my Star Wars helmet that I have back here. You know, this is an identifier. Here, I have the Star Wars helmet there. I've got a couple Star Wars guys up here in my normal set. And what these are, I'm a Star Wars fan, right? And these are connections that get made from other Star Wars fans who watch my content. So they watch my stuff and they're like, hey, wait a minute, is that a stormtrooper there? Okay, yeah, this is cool, right? So that lets them know, hey, I'm one of you. You're one of me. We're people of a similar thing here. Self-publishing with Dale Roberts. Dale Roberts in the house. What is going on, my man? Zaggy DK, what is up? Next on the list, and real quick too, that it doesn't necessarily also mean, when I say stand for something, it doesn't necessarily mean standing for a product, right? Let me make that clear. It can also be a belief system. So, like as an example, right, the people that watch my videos, they know, because of the things that I say in my videos, they know that I stand for, you know, the long game. They know that I stand for working and making things happen. They know that I stand for getting started. They know that I stand for helping people. They know that I stand for their best interest as far as trying to grow a YouTube channel is concerned. You know what I mean? Like, they know all of that stuff as far as the importance of not depending on a viral video or trying to force a viral video or something like that, that most of the people that watch my content and that watch my content on a regular basis were people that are putting in the work. We're people that we're not making viral hits. We're growing a channel long-term with a bunch of videos, a bunch of time that we're putting in, and we're using all of these different strategies and things like that to create the advantages for ourselves to grow a long-term sustainable channel, instead of, hey, how do I get a viral hit? Hey, let's sub for sub, and, you know, and let's do all these like tricky things in order to, you know, to try to game the system and all of that stuff. Like, it's just like legit, we're playing by the rules. We're doing things that we can do to create advantages for ourselves. We're trying to make things look as good as we possibly can, add as much value as we possibly can. And the people that regularly watch my content, that resonates through everything it is that I do. So stand for something, and that will help you to grow your audience, turn your viewers into subscribers, and eventually long-term fans. Now, another thing that is also beneficial is actually telling and having and telling a backstory. Now, what this means is, at the end of the day, you're humanizing yourself, right? Because there's the part of YouTube that everybody sees, right? You're a video creator, you're making videos, you're doing all this stuff, but the actual human element of what's going on with your channel, the reason that you're making your videos, what it is that got you into YouTube in the first place, you know, like why is it that you are who you are and that you are doing what it is that you're doing, right? That's all of the stuff that falls into that backstory, and it makes you relatable, which also falls under the thing that I was talking about a minute ago as far as people connecting, right? And saying, hey, this person's like me, I'm like this person, and all of that stuff. Like, it's creating all of these connections, right? Because we're all humans. We all want that connection. Like I was saying a minute ago, we all want to be a part of a group. We all want acceptance. We all want to be a part of something. And when you open up to your backstory and, you know, you tell people, hey, I grew up in this particular city, or I used to do this particular thing. And then people are like, oh, wow, I'm actually in that city right now. And then right there, you just created, you know, one more stronger connection with somebody that is watching your videos. Next thing on the list is have a language. Now, I know that sounds a little bit weird. I'm not talking about Spanish. I'm not talking about English. I'm talking about using your language to connect with the people that watch your videos. As an example, language is the way that you say particular things, right? So that your audience can connect with them. Like, one thing on my particular channel is the way that I say doing, right? Instead of saying doing, I say doing. And that's just my thing. It's become a thing. It's become a hashtag, and it's something that people mention all the time. And it's a fun thing, right? But it's something that my viewers can connect with. And every time I say it, every time that I put up a hashtag screenshot in a video or something like that, all of that comes from using that language and creating those connections, which is also part of personal branding as well. And yeah, Andrew Can says poof pixie dust, which is one of Brian G. Johnson's branding items for sure. Now, another thing on the language side is using a group or a tribe name, which basically means that, you name your people, right? You name your people, or your people name your people, or whatever. But when it's appropriate, using a group or tribe name. One thing I want to recommend with this one is it's cool, but also don't really force a group or tribe name. Just kind of let it happen naturally, kind of let your audience do it. Because, if you do the whatever nation, everybody's doing that. If you do the, whatever tribe, everybody's doing that also. So, just try to let something happen naturally. Red Rocket Resale says the Wranglers. Yeah, that's a cool one. That's a really cool one, actually. But yeah, stuff like that to where you're creating that group again, just like it was that we were talking about, so people can identify, hey, this is the group that I'm in. I'm a part of this particular group. When they say this particular name, they're talking to me because I'm a part of that, right? Now, the language can also be done here as a common verbal reaction. So if something happens to you in your videos or something like that, then having that verbal reaction that you always say so that people can recognize it and connect with it and say it along with you is another thing. Naming items, right? I know a lot of people, a lot of YouTubers will name items. So instead of, or just, they'll have a blanket name for pretty much everything. So, like a thing-a-wig, instead of, hey, I got to grab my coffee, or I got to grab my coffee cup and take a drink, it's, hey, I got to grab my thing-a-wing, or, whatever. That was good timing for me to actually take a drink of the coffee. And another thing also is naming people in your life or in your videos, so that people can get familiar and connect with who they are, and so on. All of this stuff, right, at the underlying thing here, it all comes down to making sure that you're doing all of these little things that are going to help other people connect with what it is that you're doing. Right? Helping them connect with you, helping them recognize you as a person, helping them recognize that you are the type of channel that they want to be a part of, that you are the type of, that you're doing the type of thing that they want to be a part of, they want to be in your group. I just dropped my pen. And number 10 here is be a leader. Be the leader of your group. People respond to that, right? Take control, take charge of what it is that you're doing. As Brian G. Johnson would say, stake your claim, right? This is your group, it's your channel, it's your stage that you're standing on. Be the leader of that stage. Be somebody that people want to follow, right? Don't go and try to be like everybody else. Try to forge your own path and be the best version of you in that people can follow, instead of just trying to replicate what other YouTubers are doing, just trying to do what everybody else is doing for the sake of getting, views and subscribers. So now we are going to, everybody here are our TubeBuddies. Absolutely. Everybody here are our TubeBuddies. And hey, I want to go ahead and say too, hold on real quick. As we slide into the question and answer portion here, repping the TubeBuddy glasses from Vid Summit as well. All right, so now we are going to get into the Q&A section of the live stream here. Let me know, the Nimminators, I like the sound of that. Let me know if anybody has any questions related to anything that we've talked about so far. And there's a Google Doc down in the description. Make sure any questions that you have, you go ahead and drop them in that Google Doc, so that I can pull them from there in an orderly and organized fashion. Yep, rocking the TB shades. That's right. Woo. Okay, so now let me refresh this doc right here, and then now we're going to get into the Q&A portion of the live stream. Before we do, real quick, I want to hop in here, say Chiba Gaming, what is going on? Container Ace in the house. Paul Peck, nice to see you. Paul Peck says that he needs some of those TubeBuddy glasses. Yeah, they're pretty cool. I was wearing these around in LA too, because I wear these, so I didn't take sunglasses with me or anything like that, so they were a lifesaver for me when I was running around LA after Vid Summit. Okay, let's see here. Nature in Christ says this was an excellent video, jam-packed with great tips. Thank you so much. I'm literally taking notes. That's great to hear. And you can also find more stuff like this on my channel as well, youtube.com/NickNimmin. Andrew has a link to that down in the description below as well. I'd love to see you over there so you can be a part of my community, and I can help you grow your YouTube channel as well. Okay, let's see here. So, Griefy Tuber is question numero uno, number one. And they say, hey, Nick, I was asking myself, do I need to buy TubeBuddy to get bigger on YouTube or Twitch? Thanks. No, absolutely not. You don't have to buy TubeBuddy to get bigger on YouTube or Twitch. One, it's not going to help you out with Twitch. Two, as far as YouTube is concerned, you don't have to buy it. But here's the thing. If you are wanting to shave off tons of time, if you're wanting to give yourself tons of advantages as far as the speed of research, as far as the speed of administration, as far as, you know, the tag research and actually adding tags and coming up with ideas that you never would have thought of in the first place and things like that, so that you can rank your videos better and faster. In that case, then yes, absolutely, you should get TubeBuddy without question. But if you're just like, you know, I'm just going to make some videos, it's not really that big of a deal, I'm not really trying to get, you know, results, then in that case, then, you know, don't put it in. But if you're wanting to accelerate your growth and you're wanting to accelerate, you know, the results that you're getting here on YouTube, then absolutely install TubeBuddy right now. And one thing that I'm an advocate for, and I'm not selling TubeBuddy right now, this is a question here, but one thing that I'm a big advocate for is A/B testing thumbnails with TubeBuddy. Because the thumbnail, and I say this all the time, I beat this horse like crazy, so to speak. Your thumbnail is the first thing that people see, right? Your thumbnail and your title are the very first point of contact with a new viewer that you're trying to pull in to turn into a subscriber and a fan. If your thumbnails are not generating results, if your thumbnails are not generating clicks, then you need to be testing your thumbnails with the A/B testing feature inside of TubeBuddy so that you can learn how to make thumbnails that actually get people to click on them. Because we all have made the mistake of, hey, I think this thumbnail is going to get results. People are going to click on this thumbnail, but then you run it with a compare, with a variable, and people are clicking on the variable 10 times more than they're clicking on the one that you thought was amazing. Happens all of the time. So it's extremely, extremely important. So if you are going to upgrade, I would upgrade to I think it's the legend level, so that you can get that feature, because that feature alone is worth more than anything you'll pay for TubeBuddy. Okay, next up on the list is, go to individual here. Okay, Mr. Buzzer HD says, hey, Nick, I reached 1.3 thousand views on a video, and my channel is based on gaming. I could get the viewers somehow, but I can't get subscribers. Should I change my way of making videos, or what should I change? I would have to actually go and watch all of your videos to figure out exactly what's going on, but here's what I'm going to recommend to you. If you have any videos that did generate subscribers, so what I mean by that is if you go into your analytics, and then you click on subscribers, and then you're going to see, you can click on from watch page, click on that, and then you're going to see sort by the most from to the least, and you're going to see which videos are actually generating subscribers more than others. Make more of those. And you also want to look at those and actually watch the videos and say, okay, what is it that I did in this video that is causing people to subscribe more than what I was doing in these other videos that are not generating subscribers, right? And another thing too is make sure in your case, especially Mr. Buzzer HD, make sure that you're asking people to subscribe. Make sure that you're telling them why they should subscribe first before you actually ask them to subscribe. Tell them the type of games that you're doing. Tell them, you know, what it is that you are doing with your gaming content that is adding value to them, and then close them on the subscribe. Okay, let's see here. Next on the list. Okay, Drunken Solitaire asks a great question. I've never been asked this before. Excellent question. Thank you. The question is, once you hit a creative wall, who do you bounce ideas off of for new content? Okay. As far as a creative wall is concerned, because I know how to hunt down video ideas, I don't hit a creative wall for the sake of, trying to come up with actual ideas. When it comes to being creative and saying, okay, how can I present this in a different way? How can I, give this particular piece of content? How can I give it in a way that I haven't before and things like that? I'll ask Brian G. Johnson. I'll talk to him about it. I'll talk to my brother about it, D, who you're going to be seeing on my new channel that's opening up soon, here within probably a few weeks for creators. Really them. And video from time to time as well, but those are really my go-to people when I'm wanting to figure out how I should be presenting something, or when I'm trying to fine-tune what it is that I'm doing, because I need people that are going to be open with me and honest with me, regardless of if it's something that I want to hear or not. Because I'm the type of person that kind of gets stuck in my way of doing things, so I need those those few people that will cut through all of that and tell me, hey, I think that the direction that you're heading here probably isn't the best, so just wanted to bring that to your attention, right? Okay, next up on the list. Okay, Jude Storm says, hey, Nick, can I get advice for getting views and subscribers as a beginner YouTuber? I make compilation videos. If you're making compilation videos, you'll probably end up being okay. If you are making good compilation videos, just keep in mind that right now you are, most likely covered under fair use and all that stuff. But it's better to make content with your own content than it is making content with other people's content. Just a personal thing on that. Okay, Benjamin Buck, where do you promote your videos to get the most out of your time? Me personally, I don't promote my videos much anymore. However, depending on the type of content that you make, it's important that if your content is a good fit for it, that you learn how to use Reddit. Reddit is huge. In addition to that you are learning to integrate yourself into different communities on Facebook, and different communities on the internet in general. That's extremely important, because promoting videos is not as much about just putting links out there. It's more about people recognizing you as the person that's making those videos and watching your videos because they like what it is that you do, instead of watching your videos just because you dropped a link somewhere. So how you do that is you go and you basically say, okay, this is my target demographic. These are the people that I'm after, right? They're into these particular things. They like this particular kind of stuff. They watch these particular kind of TV shows and things like that. How can I present my content to them in a way, somewhere on Facebook or somewhere else on the internet, in a forum or something like that, to where they'll be receptive to it? And the best way to do that is to actually embed yourself in those communities, become somebody that people are like, oh, hey, every time I leave a comment, this particular person comes in and they leave a comment. And by doing that, people start recognizing you over time. Okay, next up on the list. Yeah, Red Rocket Resale says community is everything. Absolutely. Doug Hilson says Trello for the win. Jude Storm, my pleasure. Creator Fundamental says that I live in Thailand. Absolutely. Extreme Sam Gaming. You can grow your channel in a bunch of different ways. You can start by checking the channel page of TubeBuddy. You can also head over to my channel, where we have tons of videos between us that that will help you with pretty much anything that you need with growing your YouTube channel. Let's see here. Daito Madachi, if I'm saying that right. Hey, Nick, I started on monthly update videos. Is there anything you recommend doing in the update video to convert my subs into fans? Absolutely. Give them more content. If you're uploading once a month, all monthly update videos. So I'm guessing what you mean by that is, instead of saying that you're updating once a month, what you're saying, as long as I'm understanding this correctly, what you're saying is that you are basically giving a monthly update saying, hey, welcome to this particular video. This is what's been going on this month. This is what's going on with the channel. and all of that stuff, right? Is that what you mean? Is that what you're doing? If that's the case, then get them involved in what it is that you're doing. Frame the entire thing. If you're doing update videos about what's going on in your channel and your life and all that, frame it with a we, right? Instead of saying, hey, I'm doing this, the channel's doing this and all of that, frame it with a we. You know, okay, hey, so this month we gained 10,000 new subscribers on the channel. I want to thank all of you that have been a part of that. For everybody that shared this out there, I'm just giving a reference of what you would say. You know, hey, everybody that shared this out there, you know, I appreciate every single one of you. We're growing this thing together. You know, thanks for being a part of the Army and what it is that's actually going on here. I really appreciate you as a viewer, and I appreciate what it is that you're doing to help the channel grow, to help the message get out there with whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. Now, if you're doing like gaming videos and things like that, that's not as effective. But if you're doing things that are helping people, then coming at it with that angle is huge as far as, you know, getting people on board with what it is that you're doing. And ask them, you know, say, hey, you know, share this. And, you know, hey, like I was saying here earlier, you know, just tell people to, you know, share. Hey, share this with one friend, right? Share it with one YouTube friend. Share it with 2 YouTube friends, right? Same exact thing with the type of content you're doing. Say, okay, this is the demographic of the people that I'm after. I'm going to tell my viewers to specifically help the channel out, help what it is that we are trying to do by asking them to share this with just a couple of people that they think might be interested in it as well. So hopefully that answered your question there. Intrepid Dawn, what is going on? Nice to see you in here, and nice to see that you're dropping a question in here as well. And real quick, remember that there's a doc down in the description below that will to where you can answer, or you can ask your questions. Right now, we've only got like 15 in here, so I'm going to start cruising through these a little bit quicker so that I can try to get to as many people as possible. And if you haven't yet, make sure that you go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. We would appreciate it. That kind of gives us it lets us know that you're enjoying the content that's coming out right now. And again, make sure that you're sharing this out to any YouTuber community that you happen to be a part of, so we can get more people in here and help them out. Okay, so Intrepid Don says, after taking 3 weeks off for my own sanity, I feel ya. How long do you think it will take for YouTube to start promoting my content again? My daily views dropped by 66%. Ouch. So, you're not going to like this. I've seen channels that have taken a big drop like that and have never recovered. I've also seen channels that didn't even skip a beat. As soon as they started uploading again, then the machine started working in their favor again. So, what I would do is I would just keep plugging it in and keep, you know, making content that the people that are watching your videos enjoy watching, and keep doing whatever it was that got you to that certain level first before you ended up taking the break. Now, if you took 3 weeks off due to your insanity, I'm going to guess that you might be doing, I can't remember, but I'm going to guess that you're probably doing daily content or something like that. If that's the case, then go back into it a little bit slower, right, for your sanity, so you don't have to take big gaps of time off like that. Okay. Yeah, well, I'm getting to the questions here. Just so you know, the questions have to be inside of this doc. So if I'm not answering your question right now, it's just because I'm not doing it in here. Kyle the Dead, absolutely. Yeah, he's definitely got a following behind him, but you know, there's always abnormalities, or always there's always breakouts to that rule. But the people that I'm addressing are everybody else, right? Because some people have that unique thing. Okay, instrumental motion. Hello. A lot of the tips from today involve channels with commentary and how to increase interaction with viewers. Any tips on channel that don't have narration or commentary? I shoot multi-camera concerts, so I'm never actually in my videos yet. Need ideas to get people interacting with my videos more. One thing that you could do in your case, instrumental motion, is if you would be okay with it, is you could actually introduce and close out your videos. So basically, you could introduce it. Because, okay, let me back up a little bit. The thing with YouTube is people connect with personalities, right? So if you're just showing, you know, multi-camera concert footage, people will hop on board with that because, you know, they want to watch the videos or whatever. But if you can put a person that they can connect to into what it is that you're doing, it can be you, it can be a buddy, it can be a relative, whatever. If you can put a person in there that people can connect to, that they can connect to the personality, they can see how they interact, they can, you know, get to know that person as the person of the channel. If you can do that, then that could make a pretty big difference for you as far as actually converting people into subscribers, because you'll be able to actually tell them. And two is to actually, you know, start generating some actual fans that are excited to hear your commentary on the concert that they're getting ready to watch, or, you know, your commentary at the end of the concert or something like that. So being able to connect, you know, being that person that they can connect with is the way that I would recommend that you go with in your particular type of content. Okay. Frugal Travel Baby says, are you going to put these tips at the end of the live stream? Yeah, the actual video portion of like that first 30 minutes, that part of it is going to, I mean, that's going to be in the replay for sure. All of this is going to be live on TubeBuddy as soon as it's complete. Let's see here. Chiba Gaming JP, nice to see you dropping a question in here, man. Should I move subscriber of the week to begin instead of ending? I would keep it at the end. If you're doing a subscriber of the week and you're using that as like a shout out, a reason to shout out, then if you are doing that, I would keep it at the end. And the reason I would keep it at the end is so that the people will watch through your video, because over time, I'm not sure what's going on in your channel right now, but over time, as your channel grows and as your following gets bigger, then people will bail, because they'll be coming in just to see if they're on that list or not. And if they didn't make the list, they're out of there, right? To where at the end of your video, yeah, they might scrub through it, but you're also going to get the people that are going to actually watch it and then find out naturally at the end, instead of, you know, hey, I just got to go and see if I made the cut this week, or, you know, whatever. So I would definitely keep it towards the end. This is just Starbucks Americano. Tomskus. Beanie Jaws, what's up, dude? Nice to see you in here. Young Sash, what is going on? Okay, Indian tech hacker Mohit. I want to ask you that how to gain more popularity on YouTube. I know the create better content is right, but is there another way to grow a YouTube channel? Optimize your videos for search is the way to get your channel off of the ground. Optimize your videos for search. In your case, if you are an Indian tech hacker, then making metadata that is in your native language can also be extremely helpful for channels like that. And besides that, get your channel off the ground using search. Try, and you do this via similar topics and similar metadata. I would also try to squeeze into other suggested features of other Indian tech channels as well, because they've got the audience. So I would do whatever you could to try to squeeze into the suggested features and connect your channel to their channels. Next up on the list. Okay, Nurture in Christ. Sorry. I'm struggling to turn viewers into subscribers. I think it's because my niche is all over the place. I want to do more family vlogs, but I also keep doing tips like how to teach your kids to read. Should I start a second channel or just stick to vlogs? Okay, using how-to content to pull people in is extremely effective. It's extremely valuable. And what can happen is if you have an entire channel on how-to stuff, how to teach your kids to read, how to teach your kids to behave, how to teach your kids how to do whatever. If you have an entire channel on how-to family-related stuff, what happens there is, let's say that I go to your channel because I'm wanting to teach my kid how to read. I see that video and I watch that video, and the suggested sidebar, or heck, you know what? I say, wow, this is good stuff. I'm going to click on the channel page and I'm going to see what else is on offer here. So I go to your channel page and I see, oh, wow, here's another one, how to teach my kid how to do this particular thing, and how to teach my kid how to do this thing and this thing and this thing and this thing, right? Right out of the gate, I'm going to say, you know what? I just liked that last video, so I'm going to go ahead and subscribe. And after I'm done subscribing, I'm actually going to watch this video. And then when that one's finished, I'm going to go ahead and put this one in my watch later because I don't have time for that long one right now. But I'm also going to watch this one right here. right? So I'm going to open these up in a couple of new tabs so that I can, when I'm done with this one, then I'll close it out and then I'll go and watch this other one, right? So what you're doing there is you're actually creating the opportunity for people to binge watch your content. And you're creating the opportunity for people to know everything that you're putting out is this particular type of content that's going to help them, right? So when you do that, what you're doing is you're creating a trap of sorts, right? I mean, for lack of a better word, right? You're creating a trap of sorts. So when people come in on one video, you have an entire channel full of content that they are interested in, okay? Now, if we look at that the other way and we say, okay, well, when somebody comes in, they see, hey, this is how to teach your kids how to read. And then they go and your very top playlist that they see is, hey, here's me at the mall. Here's me at Disneyland. Here's me doing this, that, and the other thing. Then you're creating a bit of a disconnect there, right? And you're minimizing them possibly watching a lot more of your content because everything is kind of fragmented, right? So everything that you're making isn't for them. So because of that, what I would recommend to you is I would have a channel for your vlog and I would have a channel for your how-to stuff. Now, on the vlog channel, you can still use the how-to content to pull people in, but I would do it in a vlog type of fashion so that everything matches up there. And then I would keep your specific how to teach kids how to read, that type of content on the current channel so that you can basically create the opportunity for all of those binge watching sessions and for that connection with those people that are going to say, hey, everything on this channel is for me. That's what you're looking for. Okay, It's the Kid says, how do I go about deciding on a new game since my channel is based on gaming? It's whatever you like to play. I mean, you know, do it based on what you enjoy. Do it based on the type of content that you're wanting to make and base it all on that. Chiba Gaming says, should I rescrew? Oh, okay, yeah, we've got that one already. Let's see here. Beanie Draws. Hey, Nick, just wondering, does the tags feature in TubeBuddy see how the tags will rank? Only apply to videos already published. Yes. Yeah, so the tag feature in TubeBuddy, yeah, because basically it has to be published in order for them to actually pull in the data to let you know how it's ranking. DIY at home, how to promote DIY videos and grow the channel. If it was me, I would basically be doing that via search. DIY videos, I mean, everybody's looking for everything it is that you're doing on your channel. Somebody's looking for everything that you're doing. So I would optimize all of your videos for search. I would target specific keyword phrases based on the videos that perform well. And I would basically say, okay, I'm going to just dominate this particular area of the DIY. So let's say that it's something about making tables. I'm going to make a video on how to make coffee tables. I'm going to make a video on how to make end tables. I'm going to make a video on how to do all of these different types of tables. I'm just going to dominate the table making space in DIY videos or whatever other type of DIY videos that people are actually connecting to on your channel. So if you're doing another type of DIY videos, or video, I would just go into your analytics and say, okay, this particular type of video is something that's getting views and it's turning viewers into subscribers. So I'm going to make more of this type of content because this is what people are responding to, and rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. DK Gaming just woke up. Welcome to the party. Having a coffee here. Welcome to another day. Glad you made it. Let's see here. What's your YouTube question? Hi, does changing your YT location, your YouTube location, make a difference in targeted views? I upload from Thailand. I'm targeting the Western English-speaking world, so no. As long as you are constantly targeting that language, then you're fine. Let's see here. Tortuga. Hey. I have a YouTube travel channel. I make sure that my thumbnails are pro. I have great content, etc., but my subscribers are growing slowly. I am today making a blog to help promoting my channel. SEO, do you have any tips about that? Absolutely. Making a blog to promote your channel is an extremely smart thing to do. In addition to that, I would also, like in a case to where you have like a travel channel, I'm not sure if you are traveling to other places in the world, or if you're traveling to other places within your country or something along those lines. But I would also create like a subreddit in your case. And same with the DIY question that I mentioned earlier. I would create an entire subreddit around the type of content that you make and start, updating that on a regular basis, not just with your content, but update it with useful stuff to the community that's involved. Like for you, right? You're doing a travel channel. So what I would do is I would say, okay, well, everything that I'm doing looks cool. My content is cool and all that stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make a subreddit that is all about travel. And then I'm going to make my channel a resource over in the sidebar, as well as some other resources as well. So it doesn't look like I'm trying to do something weird here or whatever. But as far as the actual blog itself is concerned, absolutely, that gives you more chances of SEO. Just as a side note, blog pages with videos on them, they get, I think it's something crazy, like 70%. This number here is going to be loose, so take the number with a grain of salt, but it's a lot. But it's something like 70 or 75% higher rankings in search if you have a video on your page. And that's because the on-page time. So basically, they come in from a search engine, and then they stay on your page, and that shows Google or Yahoo or Bing or whoever. It shows them that people are not bailing on your site. You have a very low bounce rate because people are landing on your site. In addition to all the text content you have, they're also staying on there, and they're actually watching a video. So make sure that you're using videos on every single post that you make, and make sure that you optimize the entire site for search and for speed also. Let's see here. Goodnight Walkers asks a great question. What can a family daily vlog do to add value to their channel? I think that with the 6-minute reminder, okay. I think that with what it is that, like with a family vlog, I think that tossing in tidbits of things that are beneficial to the people that are watching your videos, like maybe like if you're dealing with stuff with your kids, talking about that and how you're overcoming particular situations and showing the real side of managing a family. I think that that's where the real value could come in with that. How are you managing your money? How are you managing your kids? How are you managing the relationship between you and your husband or wife? Like how are you running all of that? And share the insight into that, the real side, in addition to, hey, today we're going to go and do this awesome thing. Also share the other side that people can connect to, because you'll have the one side that is, hey, this is all the cool stuff I'm doing or that we're doing. And then you have this side, which is the, hey, we're also, people dealing with like real stuff, and this is how we're actually working through it. And we would love to take you on this journey with us. And hopefully, it can help you manage your family and have a closer connection with your family as well. So I want to go ahead and hop in here and say, for everybody that was hanging out in the chat, thank you so much for hanging out. Thanks for being a part of the TubeBuddy live stream. We appreciate you hanging out. We appreciate the questions that you are dropping. If we did not get to your question this time, hopefully we will get there next time. I have a live stream every Saturday on my channel, with the exception of last Saturday because I was sick. But I have a live stream every Saturday on my channel, so definitely head over to my channel. And any questions that didn't get answered here, hopefully I can answer them for you on my live stream this coming Saturday at 9 a.m. Eastern time. So again, thank you to Andrew for moderating the chat. Thank you to Phil and the entire TubeBuddy stream for letting me stand on the stage here with you guys, and for letting me, be a part of what it is that is going on here. And thank you, every single one of you in the chat right now that's saying thank you and that's saying goodbye and all of that. Thank you so much for hanging out during the live stream. We appreciate you, because without you, there is no us. So we really appreciate you hanging out and being a part of what is going on here. Later, Heidi. Talk to you later. And again, if you are not already subscribed to TubeBuddy, make sure that you hit the subscribe button now, so that you can get more informative training videos like this and get your YouTube questions answered. And if you have not installed TubeBuddy yet, make sure that you go to tubebuddy.com/install and get it in there right now. It's going to be a game changer for your channel if you don't already have it installed. And if you're using the free version, go ahead and upgrade. If nothing else, just for that A/B testing feature. And if you want to learn more from me, my name is Nick Nimmin. I help YouTubers grow their channels, make videos, and all types of other YouTube-related stuff. So head over to my channel, youtube.com/Nick Nimmin, And hopefully I will see you over there. Thank you again so much for hanging out, and I will see you